loud with the air conditioner on? I'm not sure. Can you hear me? I think it was loud. Okay, BRB. I'm such a night owl. It's insane. So I thought of an idea. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go through with it. I've just been having ideas recently, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna spit it out and I'll see if I resonate with it later on in another period of my life. I just booked a cruise to the Bahamas by myself. How do I start this? I was talking with someone and they were explaining to me all the experiences they had on cruises, and they were like, I've been to the Bahamas so many times. At this point, I want to go somewhere else besides the Bahamas. I said, tell me more. And they were telling me about like all their wonderful adventures. And at this point in my life, if I want something, I'm gonna have to do it myself. I hate waiting around. I hate making excuses as to why I can't do something. This person convinced me to go to the Bahamas in 4 days. And what really made me say, okay, I'm not ashamed to go on a cruise by myself, was the fact that I want to go to Europe by myself for study abroad reasons, of course. So I was like, okay, you've traveled to different states by yourself, you've worked in different states, you've lived in different states by yourself. Okay, now let's take it up a notch. Let's see what it's like to go visit a different country by yourself before Europe comes. I mean, like, this just seemed perfect. It's like $300 for 3 days in the Bahamas, which is not bad whatsoever. I've paid more for shoes than this cruise. And I was like, I mean, why not? I was gonna go to the beach by myself anyways, so I see no reason why I can't go to the Bahamas by myself. And basically, this cruise line has their own private resort. It's called Ocean Cay. It's 9:20 p.m. right now. I did a whole day worth of research, and I called my mom and dad today. I was like, do you think this is a good idea? And they were like, yeah, like it seems fun. I want to go. I've always said I wanted to see the Caribbean. I've always wanted to see the Bahamas. I always feel like I'll never have time to do it later if I don't do it now. It literally worked perfectly in my schedule. The firm is closed for an entire week. I do not have work for an entire week. I have nothing planned for an entire week. I feel like I needed to do this because it gives me motivation to go out of my way to see some things, and it's super like last minute spontaneous. I don't do this. I watched myself pay for it. I watched myself book it. I watched myself be on the phone, talk to my parents about this. I'm actually going on a cruise. I've never been on the cruise by myself. I've never been out of the country by myself. So this is gonna be very, 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 very interesting. To me, at least. I'm like super excited about it. Like, no big deal. I'm thinking like everybody does this. In my head, I always think that there was always already something done by someone else in the past. I've seen it on the internet a bunch of times. People traveling all across South America by themselves, backpacking through Europe all by themselves. It's been done in the past, so I have a feeling like going on a cruise by myself is not something extremely out of the ordinary, like no one's heard of it. And what I realized for me is that I'm trying to normalize spending time by myself and taking it like one step further, like going places by myself, vacationing by myself. I am not a very social person. I get very shy. Sometimes I ask random strangers to take pictures of me. Like, I'll challenge myself in that capacity. Now, especially since last year, since I did that road trip, literally 1 year ago from today, I was packing and preparing for that road trip. And 1 year later, I'm going on a cruise by myself because my family is busy. My friends are busy. Story of my life, everybody's busy. And I'm like, I can't wait on people anymore. If I want to go do something, I'll do it. I feel like there's no reason why it'd be weird for me to go visit Ocean Cay. I hope I have a good time. That's always the goal. I paid for it. I want to have a good time. I want to work on my tan. I want to explore, take some beautiful pictures, taking that beautiful sun, the white sand between my toes. Like, I want all of that. But I'm also trying to remind myself, like, it's okay if I don't see everything. Objective, as long as I make it back to the boat on time, I'm good. Like, I repeat, I cannot be left stranded, cast aside, cast away from this boat. I cannot do that to my family. I'd never hear the end of it. It's new and exciting, but it's making me nervous. I just want to have fun. I will have fun. That's what I have to tell myself. I will have fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be everything I imagined and more. And this is life. Life is living. I can't believe I did something crazy. Is it crazy? Did I do something crazy? I don't think so. Cause I'm like, I'm literally like, I just want to have fun. Mind you, I'm like thinking about it. Did I just do something crazy? I don't think so.
Here is your reminder. Take out the trash and get ready to go on a cruise.
This is my breakfast. These are Eggo waffles with American cheese, turkey. Let's do it again. I'm gonna eat it happily. It's food. It's just the meat and cheese in between golden, crisp Eggo waffle. So I made it. I am officially on my way to the Bahamas for the very first time in my life. I've gotten asked about like 7 times, you're by yourself? I'll be like, yes, I am by myself. I want to go to the beach. I was gonna go to the beach by myself anyways. I can't figure out how to turn on these lights, first of all. I've only figured out this one, but for the most part, I wanted to do a room tour. And I don't know how. Right? I literally can't figure out how to turn on this bathroom. I can't figure it out. Other than that, I am gonna figure out what I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring. And the ship departs at like 5:30, so I gotta be outside for that. Okay, bye.
Who's happy to be on vacation?
I don't know how to explain it. It was trippy falling asleep on a boat. This cruise ship, oh my goodness. Everything is just like rocking, like side to side in a circle. Like it was messing with my head. And I wanted to wake up super early in the morning to go to the gym, but I was like, nah, my head, brother, my head. I need to sit, I need to lay down. So I'm gonna go get breakfast. I have a spa appointment at 10 a.m. Apparently it's a free ladies spa party today, which includes a revitalizing eye treatment. That would be nice. A skin hydrating treatment, that would also be nice. And a So Soft hands treatment. I need all of that. It's gonna be so much fun. I hope. No, it's gonna be so much fun. I am so positive. I'm in the Bahamas. It's 4:47. My phone is dying. I have 2%. I am so sorry. Okay, bye. I love this mirror. Like, I want it. This is gonna be like my new inspo for like my future room. I love it, adore it, love how big it is. OMG. But like, real talk, I knew there were like shows and different kind of events that would happen on cruises. But me, I've gotten so used to going to bed super early. I go to bed at like 10. And a bunch of the shows and a bunch of the events that are happening on the cruise start at 10:30, 11, 11:30. I also did not purchase a drink package. I just wanted to go to the beach. And I got my wish. I got everything I dreamed of and more. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved Ocean Cay. It was everything I imagined and more. I like a very private, relaxing kind of atmosphere, and I just thought it was just so beautiful. And I have a couple stories. When I got to Nassau, I knew it was the capital of the Bahamas. I wasn't on this trip to go on a shopping spree. I was just there to go to the beach. I walked around a little bit and I made my way to the straw market. I thought it was very cool. There's just all these handmade beautiful things that are being sold, and one person actually got me. I literally was like 2 feet away from the straw market, walking away from everything, and I saw this street vendor and he was doing a wood carving like right in front of me, and it was really good. He was doing the face of a lion head, and I was like, wow, like, you're talented. And then, of course, being the seller that this man is, he showed me the rest of his crafts, and he was telling me that he learned how to do this ever since he was a small boy. And he was taught by his father, and it's just a side hobby that he does, but he like really indulges in his craft, and I was super impressed. And he, like, I'm gonna show you what I got. He gave me a box. I actually like this angle. Ooh. I know he has a box, but like this man promised me that he made all of this by hand. I just think it's like the coolest thing ever. It's like so amazing that a person can do this with their two hands. And I also think like it's really brave of him to continue doing so, because I mean, like, there's just so many people that he's competing against. Like the competition is fierce out there in the straw market. I can't tell you how many times I was walking up and down between vendors and all of them had like the same selling technique. They'd go up to you as soon as, you know, of course, like you had your eye caught on something, and then they'll say a number. They'll say 2 for $5, $1 each. I'll give you a special sale. A lot of them called me beautiful, and I was like, thank you. I don't know, like, I didn't see this from everybody else. And I was like, this man is talented. It smells really good. It smells like actual wood. So I am very happy with my purchase. My family is too. I sent them a picture. So that was yesterday at Nassau. And then, mind you, after I went to the straw market, I was like, let me go check out Junkanoo Beach. I was not a fan. I'm gonna say I was just not a fan of that beach for the simple fact that I went to the Bahamas to get away from people. And if you want to socialize and party, Junkanoo Beach is where you need to go. But me, I wanted something very quiet, very private again. That's why I was so obsessed with Ocean Cay. That was exactly what I got, plus some more. So I'll get there. I'm like walking to get to the other side of the island, and mind you, like, it takes a long time to get to the other side of the island, and it's hot. I was making my way over there, and this man, he stopped me. He's a taxi driver, and he was like, I'll take you anywhere you want to go. And then I was like, okay, bet. Before I got inside of the car, right, I was like, would you be able to take me and then bring me back to my ship? So then me and the taxi driver start talking, and the taxi driver was like, you know what, I'll do you one better. I will take you to the beach, one of my favorite beaches that is quiet, everything that you're looking for. I'll stay with you, I'll watch over your stuff, I'll make sure that nobody bothers you, and then I'll take you back. And that was 3 hours. This taxi driver stayed with me for 3 hours, basically acting like a bodyguard and my own tour guide. This taxi driver was like on point. So then, of course, we start talking and sharing stories about our families and where we came from and like what's going on in our lives. The taxi driver was like, you need to be at the ship at this time. Let's leave an hour early because there's traffic. And that was the first, like, I heard there was traffic in the Bahamas. Takes the back roads, cuts off like tons and tons of cars by taking these back roads, and saves us a bunch of time. I got to the ship like way ahead of schedule before like everybody else started boarding the ship. It was amazing. So loved it. Had a great time in Nassau. You know, like, Nassau's an experience. I wanted to see the streets. I wanted to walk around. I wanted to see the markets. And it was great. I'll go to bed early. I'll wake up early. I'll have my breakfast by myself. And then I made my way down to Ocean Cay. So at one point in time, I was just walking along. I caught a golf cart. I think it's a golf cart. I caught one of those. I said, take me to the farthest beach. They took me, and I made my way to like one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been on. I can't remember a time when I saw water that clear. And the entire time I was just floating. I was just doing my thing, chilling in the water. And I remember saying to myself, it's like a pool, but it's the ocean. It's like a really, really, really big pool, but it's actually the ocean. It was so clean. It was blue. It was so refreshing. I can't even explain how refreshing that was. I'm chilling on the beach. And then I make my way over to the cabanas. Now I'm chilling under a cabana. It's all me, right? Like, this cabana could fit like 5-7 people. And I leave my stuff there. And then I go back in the water. And then I come back and I start taking pictures. And I have like all the privacy in the world, basically. So then I start changing. I start doing literal outfit changes in the cabana. And at one point in time, after my 3rd outfit change, a butler comes over and says, "Would you like water and ice?" and brings out this entire cooler, ice filled to the brim with cold bottled water. It was ridiculous. It was amazing. Like, service 10 out of 10, experience 10 out of 10. I felt like a queen. I got the cabana. I had great lunch. I had an amazing breakfast. I had a great dinner, made new friends. And now I'm here, you know, now I gotta pack. But I wanted to share. That was my day. The Bahamas was cool. It was a great first impression, first experience. There's always a first for many things. And I'm very excited to come back one day. I feel like I have to. I feel like I have to visit the other islands. I am tired, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as soon as I turn off the camera, I'm just gonna take off my shirt, take off my pants, go to bed. Period. I really can't believe I go back home tomorrow. And I'm saying this because the entire experience at the Bahamas from start to finish was unplanned, completely spontaneous. I was talking with one of my friends that I had met through my internship, and this person was explaining to me all the different times that they went to the Bahamas. The ports leave from Florida, and this person goes, "It's a lot more expensive to go on a cruise when you have to catch a plane from somewhere else. But if you're local from Florida, you just gotta pay the cruise and it's right there whenever you need to go." And I was like, you said something dangerous. So on Monday, when I see this person, I'm gonna be like, you did something. I wasn't planning on it, but you planted the seed in my head. I was really not about to come for the simple fact that there was a reservation for this room originally under another person. However, said person canceled at the very last minute. And I had bought my ticket literally like less than a week before the ship was about to depart. Everything came together in the strangest way at the exact time, at the exact place, in the exact way it needed to happen. The family I had dinner with every single night was absolutely incredible. Me sitting down having dinner with this family, it was amazing because I haven't had dinner with my family in such a very long time. It was so nice having people to share a meal with and to talk about our day with and to share a couple laughs and to get to know each other just a little bit better. We even took a picture together. It was super sweet. So yeah, I honestly have to say, like, this cruise, 10 out of 10. It was one of the best decisions I could have ever made for myself, because now in my head I'm like, well, I want to go to another cruise. I want to see these places. I want to see as many places as I possibly can, and I want to meet as many people as I possibly can and have a really great time. Let me tell you, the sand in Nassau, I think I went to Goodman's Bay. I'm so sorry. It took me a while just to say Junkanoo Beach. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's called Goodman's Bay. The sand was incredibly soft. I've never felt sand like that in my life, and I was just doing my thing, swimming. Everything about this experience was incredible. The best is yet to come. I am looking forward to what is gonna happen in the next few months, in the next few weeks. Every time I go do something new, that's definitely out of my comfort zone, especially when like breakfast and lunch came, I was eating by myself. And I can't tell you how many times the servers would always be like, "You're by yourself?" I'd be like, "Yup." They'll look at me like, "No, I mean, are you on this cruise by yourself?" I'd be like, "Yup." But for dinner, I had an assigned seating with the table, And that's when things always got like fun. Like when I had breakfast by myself, it was me time for me to really think about my day, think about what my intention was, to set my goals and my objectives, and to really hone in on like what's important and what my priority was. And then for lunch, it was, were you successful and what your objectives were? And if not, what would put you over the edge to say, yeah, I had a wonderful day? So it was reflection time, those times when I was specifically alone. And what more is that before I left home, I spend way too much time watching TV. It's not even funny. I'm not sugarcoating it. I watch way too much TV than I need to. And I think I will watch 3 movies minimum a day, as if I have that much time to watch 3 movies a day. And while I'm watching these movies, I'm eating. I told myself on this cruise, I was like, okay, you are not going to download Netflix on your phone. You are not going to download Disney Plus. You are not going to download Hulu or Amazon Prime for these 3 days that you're away. And I didn't. The only thing I have on my phone right now is YouTube for entertainment. I don't want to just sit on my phone if I'm not doing something. I'm doing good on my objectives so far. But yeah, I'm going to go back home tomorrow. Hear me out. I think I'm gonna go thrifting. I can't help it. Even this outfit is thrifted. These pants and Taylor, $5. I love these pants so much. And then this shirt is actually a hand-me-down. All right, that's it for me. Okay, good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
When will I return?